One night we were cooking some pasta and we had a pot of water boiling on the stove, and all of a sudden our CO2 detector went off. So we turned the stove off, opened all the windows, left the house. Called the fire department. They came out. First time they thought it could have been from our heater. So a couple months went by again and we were cooking pasta again. Same thing happened, the fire department came out. It was very stressful for my family, and it happened 3 times in 1 year, and then we found out that the stove had a problem and it wasn't fully combusting the gas. And we're like, all right, this is the sign, this is time to get rid of this and put the induction stove I've always wanted in. That was like one of the big pivot points to starting the electrification process. I'm Bercovich. I'm happy receiving recognition for the sustainable upgrades I've made. I grew up in Piedmont and I went to beach school and I graduated, and then I came back as an adult in 2020. I live here with my wife and my 2 daughters. The house was built in 1922. The previous people did a good amount of upgrades on it, but I've always wanted to do a little bit more environmental sustainable upgrades for my house. Our carbon footprint has been important to me for a while, and there's many different ways people try to improve their impact on the world. And I've always thought that you can start by electrifying the things you use, and then you can work towards ensuring that electricity comes from clean sources. We wanted to put in solar, and it opened up a rabbit hole of things we needed to do. The panel needed to be done, and then the panel was too close to the gas. So we could either move the panel or get rid of the gas. At this point, all we had left was the water heater. So then we decided to put a heat pump electric water heater in. Once all that stuff was done, we put in the solar. That completed the generation and electrification process. I haven't missed the gas at all. Just having the peace of mind that there is no CO sources in this house. It's really nice, everything's flat, it's very easy to clean. Obviously, it heats up very quickly. My daughter loves to cook on this. The 10-year-old makes eggs all the time. One of the first things we did when we were looking at heat pumps was to find one that was quiet, very low decibels, to where you go a few feet away and you don't even remember it was there. We found this model that could be run outside, and the tank is also outside as well on the other side of the house. The amount of time and money it costs to get PG&E to upgrade your underground service was very surprising. We had to dig up the sidewalk, we had to replace the sidewalk. Just a lot of extra cost because there wasn't a lot of coordination between things. There's a lot of things you can do without having to do these big projects that can still be impactful. You can replace your stove, do some of these smaller things that are probably your house is already ready for. The experience in my house is a lot more comfortable on the hot days and the cold days with the heat efficiency. We opted for a couple features that made it even more comfortable, so we can turn on the system for each floor, so we don't have to run it for the whole house. We had insulation done in the attic, and you can just feel a huge difference between walking in and out of the door, even when the air conditioning's not running, just keeping the house cool or warm when it needs to be. My electricity bill after getting solar was quite pleasant. Before solar, it was, I think, close to $700 a month, or maybe $1,000 a month, depending on the time of the year. With solar, I've had some months where it's been $13 and some months where it's been $100. I'm really excited that the city is putting a focus on this. This has been important to me for a long time, and I'm now at a place in my life when I'm able to do these type of upgrades.
The Piedmont Planning Commission would like to recognize Brandon Bercovich of 20 Highland Avenue for Sustainable Home Award.
Thank you. As people mentioned, it's nice to be recognized for the work we put in. Of all the contractors and companies I worked with, the city of Piedmont was the smoothest to work with, so thank you.